I need to be completely honest, I think the Dreams and Nightmare case is priced very cheaply up on the Steam community market, and on third-party websites you can buy these cases even for cheaper. Obviously, it would be absolutely incredible if this case gets discontinued next, but there is nothing guaranteed. And in the past year, we're at the cheapest point in time. I mean, the cheapest we've been was around €1.42. Right now at €1.50, it's almost the same price, right? I think the potential is there. If you have these cases, definitely don't sell them right now. I will be keeping them long term. This is not a secret. The Glock-18 Night in the souvenir version in the minimal wear condition is worth around like what, €5 on third-party websites, even cheaper. I just think that there's so much potential to these light blue skins from the Overpass collection. Eventually they will be gone. They can be introduced more into the game just because they've been limited, they've been discontinued, you can't acquire any more of these. And since these light blue skins are also very nice play skins in my opinion, I just think that the upside potential is super huge towards these. As you can see, meanwhile, the non-souvenir minimal wear version is selling for €16, definitely looking very bullish. The souvenir condition, well, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking not good at all. For example, the factory new condition has also risen in the past year. In the past month where it came slightly down, but I think the upside potential is still there. Obviously, these skins are very rare, and as you can see over the past few years, they've been exploding upon the markets. And I just think the souvenir versions are way too cheap because, well, you can scrape the stickers off first of all, the souvenir name doesn't change a thing about it, and you can still use them up for trade-ups and get non-souvenir skins out of these. Obviously, if there's gonna be some crazy crafts just like here, obviously it's gonna sell for overpay. I just think that these skins are very beautiful and I see a lot of potential towards these Glocks, the Glock Night. The M4A4 Cybersecurity from the Operation Broken Fan collection is a very clean looking skin. I mean, obviously it was always not very demanded, not the most desirable one, but I think nowadays, looking back at it, it's gonna be a very rare skin. Down the line these can be used up. It's only a pink skin, so the supply of these will be decreasing way faster than, for example, the red skins because they're way more expensive, and we have gloves in this collection, right? So the condition upon these skins is actually super important. This one is, for example, in the factory new condition. Are you tired of super expensive steams upon the community market and you want to buy some new ones? Upon Skinland you have the best possible market prices for these skins, no hidden commissions, a 24/7 service, 100% safe, and you get immediate payouts. Skinland also pays out instantly, so you don't have to wait for your balance to arrive. Ever since the latest Valve update, you can still trade your skins here and Legends trade here. Skinland is the official partner of Vitality. The best work with the best, even Vitality chooses Skinland. And if you want to sell your skins, here's a bonus for you. If you use my promo code RubyJetski, you get $10 for free if you sell your skins for $100. And thank you Skinland for sponsoring this video. Minimal wear condition is looking here way more liquid than the factory new condition actually, and this is a big price difference, right? From factory new to minimal wear, right now selling for like what, €60 upon the Steam community market, and we have been at what, like €135 previously before. I mean, it could be a good entry, but you need to always make your own research upon these investments because sometimes factory new skins tend to perform way better. We've been at like €430, €340, somewhere in that area. Definitely crashed a lot, but already came back down from that €170 all the way to 280 upon the Steam community market. I think it's definitely not worth to go for these, but also don't make the mistake by buying them in a stat track condition because this could be a very big mistake. Not a lot of people buy them in this one. Also, we're currently giving this M4A4 to one of you lucky winners in the comments if you want to participate and win this polysoup. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and make sure that your Steam trade link is in your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin tomorrow. Because we're revealing the winner tomorrow, I wish to all of you the best of luck in the comments, and let's get right into the next investment analysis. The M4A4 Emperor from the Prisma collection. Yes, it's a beautiful looking skin. It is very clean. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite M4s in the game just because the blue design is so clean with that king on top of it, right? With the Emperor, sorry. It has been very bullish up on the Steam community market, for example, in the factory new condition, selling for like what, €200 somewhere in that area, and already we have reached 380, which is kinda insane. In the past year, we have reached like new all-time highs of €500, even 600, some were sold up on the Steam community market, 145 pieces. Ever since we've came down all the way to 230, and right now already selling for 380, which is kinda insane. Obviously these skins get used up in trade-ups, but the factory new conditions tend to get manipulated, or at least in the past that's what people have been saying, but there's no proof towards that, at least from my side. And I just think that the Prisma collection holds a lot of great skins that can serve as play skins and long-term investments as well, so I think the potential is definitely huge. You should be definitely checking out the Emperor. Obviously if the case is going to crash or decline in price, the skins inside this case could also go down, so definitely be very careful. There's always risk towards that, so always make your own research upon these investments. But the minimal wear condition could also serve its purpose because it is also very demanded, is also very liquid, which is important sufficient for all of our investments. If I would like to sell this skin right now, I could sell it in probably like what, a few minutes, right? And also here's my newest pickup. I've gotten the skeleton knife Doppler Sapphire. I definitely enjoyed it, and I think prices generally across the whole market are down. I've always wanted this knife, so I'm not gonna be mad about if the price drops of it, but I think it's also a good price maybe. So let's just see where it goes. But I definitely enjoyed the skeleton knife. I've also gotten these battle scarred pillow punchers, but don't mind these guys. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with those in the future, but they look completely very ass. I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna talk about these gloves, okay? I'm not even gonna show them because yes, they're battle scarred, and also it's like a good pattern where they have minimal scratches, right? It's a good float or pattern, whatever it is. Also, I don't know about the sapphire pattern, so anything, this is the pattern template 754. I mean, it has a little purple as you can see, but I don't even know what it means. Is it even a good purple? Is it a good sapphire? I'm not sure. But I'm definitely not the biggest fan of the pillow punchers because in Battlescar they look completely bad, but also in field tested, to be honest, or well worn, they're also not the best looking, so that's why I don't really care about these. Let's see where they go. I just wanted to get these because the price was super cheap and I was like, let's go, why not? I mean, ever since we've covered this Max 7 Prism Terrence in a souvenir condition, we've bought it for like what, 11 euros, I think, somewhere in that area. Ever since it has already almost doubled, at least up on the Steam community market, it's selling for like what, 22 euros, somewhere in that area. I still think that some souvenir skins should be bought just because there's so much potential if you use them up for trade-ups, and the supply of these is actually not huge, so the potential towards these skins is actually very high and not a lot of people understand that. Slowly but surely the P90 Vector is doing a slight comeback, but ever since we've been at what, like 50 euros in a factory new condition, we've crashed all the way down to like what, 26, even cheaper on third-party websites. So the craziest part about it is there's souvenir skins of these listed, right? But they're super expensive, as you can see, 76 euro for minimal wear, and factory new like what, 700. Obviously no one is buying at these prices, but the point of it is these skins are very rare, not very desirable. Nobody talks about these right now, and in the future, once prices surge and surprise new all-time highs, maybe a lot of people could start getting into these skins because they will realize how actually rare these are. Minimal wear is just half the price, and these skins can be used up for some nice crazy trade-ups. You can get, for example, the Stargate. We know the graphic design collection definitely has a lot of potential. Obviously the conditions up on these are very important, so I would straight up go ahead and buy the factory new conditions because they are just double the price. In some other cases, when rare skins get super pumped, they're like 10x of the minimum wear price, so I think the possibility is still there. Just use them as a play skin. Look, I know the M4A4 Poseidon from the Guns and Monster collection is definitely an expensive skin, it's very rare and not a lot of people are talking about it. I was considering buying it a few days ago in a minimal wear condition, and the price has actually increased by 200 euros in just like 4 days. It reached a bottom of like 900 euros up on CS Float, for example, and then ever since it's already selling for 1.2, 1.1k, somewhere in that area, which is kinda insane. Yes, these skins are very beautiful. It's a direct trade-up skin for the Medusa, if I'm not wrong. It's definitely very clean, and the long-term potential of these is actually enormous, just because yes, they can be used up, but nobody's doing that. Don't get it twisted, right? But I think it's just so rare, and a lot of people are currently maybe underestimating it. At least it's just my own prediction. We'll have to go where this collection goes. Meanwhile, you can get maybe some filler skins from this collection, maybe some light blue skins, maybe some mil-spec skins. You can definitely choose, but this M4 is definitely very nice. I mean, ever since the Farmer's Tear Dawn has been pumped all the way like to 4 euros and 40 cents, we've came all the way down to 2 euros and 20 cents right now up on the Steam community market. I think there's a lot of potential to these Safe House collection skins. Yes, it's a mil-spec skin, have been discontinued from the active drop pool. I just think the upside towards these is huge, ever since they could be used up in trade-ups over the next couple of years, but it's not guaranteed. But the supply will be definitely going lower and lower with every single day, just because these skins can get used up and no more supply can be generated, basically. I think these skins will have a lot of potential. I mean, if you remember, not even a few months ago, this skin has been selling up on the Steam community market for around like 76 euros in the factory new condition. Ever since we've came all the way down to 36. Yes, it's not an all-time low, just we've been at here like 30 euros, somewhere in that area, but I think it's still a good investment long term. Yes, the FIFA collection is not the most desirable anymore because there's so many of them out there, but let me tell you one thing, not a lot of people are still spending their armory stars on the FIFA case, and this just shows the FIFA case can still go up in the near future, just because it's gonna be very demanded. It's very cheap compared to some other cases, and we have some Doppler knives inside as well, so definitely a great looking play skin right here. I mean, you probably could also settle for the minimal wear version, but I know there's people out there that enjoy the battle scout condition as well, because it's way more red than this one if you look and compare them. I mean, this is just a completely different skin, looking more in reddish. this is the battle scout condition up on this, which is also kinda cool, I'm not gonna lie. Here's an interesting skin take. The sort of highwayman from the Vanguard collection is actually cheaper in the factory new condition. To be exact, it's €9.50, and to open this case it's gonna be even more. So of course it's way better to go ahead and straight up buy these sort ofs, right? It's a purple factory new skin. It's cheaper than to open one Vanguard case because you need to pay for the key and the case itself. So this is definitely the way to go in my opinion. Obviously not a lot of people use this gun, but I think in the trade ups down the line it can be very useful. And if you are interested in other CS2 investment videos, definitely go ahead and watch my other videos. Join our Discord community, the link will be down in the description.